You are trying to learn a particular course, but then it seemed very difficult for you. You've tried everything you've watched tutorials, you've met people to put you through, but this course really seemed difficult for you. And you start thinking whether you have the ability to learn this particular topic or subject. I actually felt the same when I was in university. There's this particular topic I was trying to learn then, which is game theory. I tried everything I could. I watched videos, I read so many things, but then it was very difficult for me. Not until I used this technique that I will be showing you in this video. When I used this technique, completely changed everything for me. I was able to learn smoothly and faster, and in fact, the whole learning process became very easy for me. Whether it is coding, mathematics, or any complex concepts like game theory, if you apply this technique I'm about to show you in this video, it will completely change everything for you. In fact, you won't need to struggle while you are learning any difficult topic at any point in time. If you are new here, I am Abayomi. I write it on this channel. I provide tips and strategies that will help you learn better and improve in your academics. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel right now. Before I actually share the method that actually worked for me, that helped me to learn game theory perfectly and smoothly, there are steps that you need to take in order for that method to work. And if you don't take that step, all the method I'll be sharing later in this video will not work. There are a few steps that you need to take, and the first step is foundational learning. The second step is immersion learning. So the first step is foundational learning. Whenever you are trying to learn anything that you find difficult, try going back to the foundation, because the foundation is the building block. It might be that you are not grounded in the foundational knowledge of that thing. You might be trying to solve a mathematical problem and you are stuck. It is very important to go back to the foundation. So if you go back to the foundation and you learn from there, it will help you learn the difficult one. And if it's a theory that you are trying to learn, you might be trying to learn in a theory, a particular theory in physics, chemistry, or biology. It is important for you to go to your elementary science to learn the rudiment of those theory in order for you to be able to understand the complex one. So anytime you are stuck, go back to the foundation. And also for immersive learning, it is very important for you to live in the knowledge of anything you are studying. Expose yourself to a lot of books, expose yourself to a lot of movies, expose yourself to a lot of podcasts, a lot of videos that explain a particular concept that you are trying to learn, or a particular field that you are interested in. The more you expose yourself into it, the more your brain grasping basic knowledge and information, the more easy learning becomes. And it's very important that whenever you are trying to learn, get a dictionary of the topic or the subject that you are trying to learn, because it will help you look for lapses whenever you are trying to learn and get meaning of certain words whenever you are trying to learn. And you have to take these steps before I share with you the method that I used. I'll be explaining the method that actually worked for me, that helped me to learn game theory faster and easier. And it is going to work for you to learn any other subject that you're trying to learn, whether you're trying to learn coding, you're trying to learn a skill that you find difficult, or when you're trying to learn a theory that you find difficult. After taking these steps that I've explained, the next step that you're going to take, I'll be explaining it to you right now. If you are getting value from this video, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. There's this method that I use, which is reflective learning. Now, reflective learning really helped me when I was learning game theory, and it actually helps me learn other difficult topics that I learned in university. And even after finishing university, it was very useful for me, and it really changed everything for me. There are three things that entails reflective learning. We have generation, which is learning through effortful recall. We have elaboration, which is making connections, and we have retrieval practice. These three concepts works hand in hand. So if you can apply them and use them to learn difficult topics, it will help you. After you must have immersed yourself into whatever you are learning, and you've taken care of the foundational knowledge. Now, the first thing is generative learning, that is learning through effortful recall. Now, whenever you are trying to learn anything that is difficult for you, even before approaching anything that you are trying to learn, try as much as possible to force your brain to look for information about what you are trying to learn, even before you are exposed to the solution. For example, you might be trying to learn a mathematical concept. Before you even check the examples or even look for the method, look at the question, reflect on it, and try to generate answer for that particular question. If you can't do that perfectly, or if your answer is wrong, your brain will be able to pay attention to it. So whenever you are trying to learn it again, it will be signaled to your brain that you've actually worked on it before, and the error will be corrected smoothly. So anytime you are trying to learn, whether it is solving mathematics or whether it is a particular theory that you're trying to explain, try to explain that particular thing yourself without you being exposed to the solution or be exposed to the explanation. Try to generate answers for yourself forcefully. Then after generating answer for yourself, then you can now check. Then you will have to now verify whether what you actually generated for yourself is right or wrong. So if it is wrong, you correct yourself, and if it is right, then it is okay. Instead of you just exposing yourself to a lot of materials without you thinking. So at that point, you are reflecting and you are forcing your brain to generate answers for yourself after you must have immersed yourself. If you don't immerse yourself into the field that you are trying to learn, and if you don't look at the foundational knowledge, it's very difficult for you to generate answers because there are no clues in your brain for you to be able to pick up one or two to generate answer for anything you're trying to learn. So that's why I said if you don't take into consideration the stuffs that I explained earlier, it's be difficult for you to apply this method. Another thing is elaboration, that is making connections. Now, after you must have immersed yourself and you must have gone into the foundational learning, then elaboration will be very easy for you, because after you must have generated answers for yourself, what will help you generate answer for yourself is when you make connections. Whenever you are trying to learn, ask yourself questions: why this is that? For example, you might be asked that you might be given a particular statement, which is they add did they add the price, lower the demand? Then why? Ask yourself why it's still like that. You asking yourself why will make you go deeper and in explaining that particular thing. Instead of just memorizing the statements, ask yourself the why question. You asking yourself the why question makes you go deeper and search for different informations that can help you learn. And in fact, by asking yourself the why question, it helps you force information out of your brain. When I was trying to learn game theory, it actually helped me because I have actually learned the concept of oligopoly before. So while learning game theory, it was very easy for me because I was drawing out knowledge that I've gotten from the foundation to learn oligopoly. So anytime you are trying to learn, whether it is a concept in maths or any concept in physics, chemistry, or biology, it's very important for you to make connections. Now, the next thing that you need to pay attention to is the retrieval practice. There's some kind of similarity between retrieval practice and generation. Now, generation is forcefully generating answer from your brain without you being exposed to the information in the first place. You don't know anything about it. You have zero knowledge about it. You are being introduced to a particular concept. You are meant to generate answer for it. Then retrieval practice is when you've actually learned that thing already and you already know what you want to learn. Then retrieval practice helps you to recall that information back to your brain. So retrieval practice is when you've already learned something. Generation is when you've not learned. So the two actually forces information out of your brain, but one is pre and one is post. So retrieval is post and the generation is pre-learning and retrieval is post-learning. So retrieval practice is just active recall, like I've always explained in this video, forcefully generating answers for yourself, and it is more like solidifying what you've actually learned before. So after you must have generated, you've elaborated, you've connected, then for that information to stay in your brain and for you to be able to remember, you have to constantly retrieve the information from your brain. So that is all about that. If you can apply these concepts before, when I explained the foundational learning, the immersive learning, and the draw coding, and you now go further to the methods that I explained afterwards, which is generation, elaboration, and retrieval practice, to actually help you to learn any difficult concepts that you are finding difficult at all. And you start learning at a very fast rate and you won't find any course difficult because I've applied it and it's worked for me. So if you got so much value from this video, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. You can also check out this other video or other tips that you need in order for you to learn any difficult topic or subjects that you So thank you so much for watching and see you on the next one.